Aloha colleagues, this is Dr. Gibson. Welcome to OC 6005, Scope and Methods of Research. The title of this presentation is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Before we get started, I do want to direct your attention to the library modules that I added to our Blackboard homepage. So if you look on the left-hand side of our screen when you're on our Blackboard homepage, there is a link that says Library Tutorials. And if you click on that link, there are two video presentations that were put together by the HPU library. The first one is Evaluating Information, and it's going to talk about the quality of sources. And the second presentation is Search Strategies. And this library module is going to help with navigating the library databases and finding articles and things of that nature throughout your graduate program. Okay, so this is for the week of September 6th. So just so we're clear on what is expected this week. So there are two major reading assignments. The first one is chapters 1 through 4 in Measuring the Success of Organization Development textbook, as well as 4 additional articles posted on our Blackboard page. 3 of those articles are really short. I believe they are 1 to 2 pages max. And those articles focus on some bad research practices in the popular press. And then there's another article that actually discusses questionable research practices. The deliverables that are due, the syllabus quiz is due today, September 6th, by 11:55 p.m. Again, it's only 10 questions. True, false. It shouldn't take you very long. If for some reason you didn't get a question right, you can retake the syllabus quiz as many times as necessary in order to earn the full credit. Also, our Unit 1 discussion begins today and runs through September 12th. So there are more information that I've posted on this assignment as an announcement. So make sure that you check that out and get involved in the discussion. I'm really curious what your experience is with conducting research. Actually, the first question in our Unit 1 discussion assignment asks everyone in the discussion group to answer this. So, did you conduct research in your undergraduate program? Are you familiar with research in the social sciences versus the hard sciences? So, when I say the hard sciences, I mean things like physics, biology, that sort of thing. Do you do research at your current place of employment, or did you work with data analysis at another job in your past? Please let me know your experience. And I do want to put this disclaimer out there that it's okay if you're brand new to this. In fact, this course is designed for students that don't have experience with research. However, I do need to know at which level we're beginning. So I just want to kind of gauge where everyone's at. So make sure that you are very honest with that question on our discussion assignment. One of the main questions that students usually ask is, why do we have to take this course? I actually have several responses to this question, and I've kind of compiled the answers here. OC 6005 is really the foundation of our ODC program. So all subsequent courses are going to build on what you learn here, including how to do your professional paper in OC 7000, which is our capstone course. Our faculty, and mainly this is myself and Dr. Rossi, we want students to approach the ODC profession with a critical eye for many reasons. First, learning how to use the resources that are available to you. For instance, conducting literature searches, finding solutions in published research. That's very important when you are developing solutions for your clients. You rely on credible information that you can utilize as you build your action plans and choose your diagnostic models to help improve your client's organization. Second, there is a lot of bad research out there. What we will do in this course in particular is learn how to discern between what is good and bad research and how to identify bad research. Third, we don't want you to waste your time or subsequently your client's time on bad practices or meaningless research endeavors. So we're going to talk about things in terms of measurement of variables, measurement of constructs, research design, how to set up a research intervention that is actually going to yield information that means something. And finally, designing research studies and the planning process that goes with it is actually an art. And we're going to explore what you need to know by looking at different approaches of qualitative and quantitative research and how to set up a credible study. The published word and its strength is actually quite strong. So many of our assigned articles this week provide interesting examples from seemingly reputable sources in the popular press. So it's important to evaluate the quality of information being presented and not purely on the source. There is one article in particular that I'm thinking of that cites resources such as the New York Times, the Washington Post, and Time magazine. Now these are really well-known information sources, but some of the studies and research that they are touting or using as their foundation for their argument are actually quite thin and almost embarrassing when you read the examples. In another article, we see some of the consequences of bad research and how the consequences can really reach quite far and continue on for many years. We also see how information can be distorted to fit agendas or conflicts of interest. A great example of this currently is the 2016 USA presidential election. So we've seen examples of information and research being used to fit certain agendas or conflicts of interest. And in the interest of not getting into a political debate, which I don't want to do, but we do see examples of this from both major political parties. So the major takeaway from this introductory discussion is to encourage you to evaluate all information critically. So when I assign articles, even the textbook readings, I want you to be looking at the information that's presented. Does it make sense? Does it seem as though the theory or what is being presented would hold water if the process was held up to scrutiny? So keep that in mind as you're doing the reading.